And it's time to move on to the lighter side of life as we take tea and bring you the latest in the world of entertainment. This is Tea Time, and I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, together with my co-anchors Elsie Godwin and Ife Oshnokeye. Hi, guys.
Hi.
What's that?
Oh, much better. Thank goodness, Ife, you're back to the usual. Oh, it's not flowing.
No, he's back to the usual.
He's back to the usual. Yeah. Okay, so should we just move on? Or you want to share something interesting? Should we just move on? Yes, we should just move on. Okay, so on this afternoon's episode, we're discussing Uche Jombo, Davido, Blac Chyna, and more. Ife, your jokes are just getting so stale now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you should do something much more spontaneous.
I think Twitter is on fire, though, today. There's so many things to talk about. Obvious, Equisili, and Sega on each other's throats. The case of Lizzie, I think we're going to talk about her. Ike, we talked about it this morning. So Twitter
I need to know about the Obi, Equisili, and Sega.
You need to go on Twitter.
No, tell me.
No, I don't know.
No, just share.
It's not for my mouth that they will hear. This is an entertainment show. It's not a political activist show.
Okay.
Just tell us.
Okay. All right, guys, let's move on. We're discussing Uche Jombo first. Yes, she says Nigerians are part of the reason why those who are supposed to serve our interests don't. And she was responding, I think, on the back of what Omotola Jalade posted.
Had to go through.
Yeah, some time back regarding Oshibanjo, what's it called? Looking on and not doing anything about the situation of the country. So apparently she got a lot of backlash for that, and that's why Uche Jombo is actually coming out to say, you know, that's the reason why we are in this kind of situation at the moment. Okay, but I don't know what your reactions to this story
Interestingly, I mean, the story, if I wanted me to share, is related to this story.
Okay.
I mean, so many people have come out to say, to react as to how so many people, or not so many people, I think it's basically one government official, I can't remember his name right now, tried to slut shame Omotola for her comment, you know, and because of that, obviously, Wesley also came out to say, oh, this happens. I remember Sega Link also tried to slut shame me when we were doing the Bring Back our girls when started the campaign. So the conversation has gotten to another level. But coming back to the story, I don't think so many people were actually bashing on Omotola. I think the case became a bit bad when this particular guy in the present government camp started saying things and trying to slut shame her and all that. So you now had to have the conversation of people going after that person to say, why would you try to attack a woman that is only raising her voice against the EndSARS?
Somebody in the political
Yes.
Because I saw one of his responses and I felt, okay, it was terrible. I didn't see the part of the slut shaming. Yeah, actually.
Okay, I'm not sure I can find that tweet right now. But towards the end, remember he said something about your customers, something sleeping weights. If you read the tweet, well, you will see where the slut shaming came.
And I think that's one of the reasons why Uche Jombo actually categorically stated that, you know, she's a mother of 4 children. So I don't know, maybe it's just to lend respect to.
Yeah, so many people came out to say that. I mean, she's a wife and a mother, and you don't just throw things like that at her, you know. So that is the crux of the matter. Okay,
so Ife, your reaction to this story, is this like a good or negative?
Well,
sorry to curse you. Maybe Uche Jombo shouldn't also just gather us all in one basket. We are not really like that.
She shouldn't generalize, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so first of all, I like what Omotola did, the fact that she called out every single one of them, telling them about how it's been hell under the administration and how money is not circulating and the fact that people are dying by uniformed officers. So this is what we've been telling everybody to do. Now, somebody's doing it and then they still get backlash. Like you said, not everybody's backlash, you know. Some people are on our side and some people are...
Majority actually on our side.
Yeah, but some people are saying, oh, because you're not getting money under this administration. And then what I saw about the guy from the government was that people with legal source of income are not complaining under this administration. So what does that mean?
Exactly.
That so the people complaining are those that are doing illegal stuff. Well, it's affecting every one of us.
Exactly.
Either way,
Regardless.
regardless of what you do. So I was like, is this person actually writing from the presidency? Because it doesn't sound
in
educated.
one office there. Well, that's
doesn't sound
way,
educated at all, and I feel like they should check him. They should put him in order before he says something. They would have to,
or check what school he went to.
They would sue them.
He has said so many things. I can't even start digging them up right now. But he has said so many things, and nothing has happened
saying
to
anything
his
about
office or his seat. So, like they say, this is Nigeria.
Oops.
I think Femi Adesina should do something. He should do something better than.
Okay.
What? No. Is it worse?
I said it all.
Is it worse?
Okay.
Is it worse?
Maybe they should all check themselves. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, we're taking a quick break now. When we return, we'll be bringing you a couple of stories on Blac Chyna and Davido. We'll be right back. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbofiofobo, Akborobomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother.
Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time, and we're about to discuss this story on Blac Chyna, who has been slammed with a lawsuit over unpaid rent and property damage. Okay, so this property, apparently she left like late last year. I think it was November or so, but she was apparently supposed to stay until 2019 according to the terms of the contract. March 2019, according to the terms of the contract. So it's like the landlord is a bit upset that she hasn't stayed, and that since she left towards the later part of the end of last year, she has not paid any rent whatsoever. So he's done his own calculations, and he's saying like that she still owes like $50,000 something. Yes, so I don't know if this tells in a good light for...
because she took some fittings, it caused some damages worth about $18,000. So by the time he put all of that together, he got to the 50-something K.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they pay monthly over there, right?
Yeah, it depends on your contract, but
Yeah,
most
because
times
I believe that is what's happened in this case. Because if she was supposed to leave by March, then she paid for a full year, then it's not his
she didn't
business.
pay for a full
that's what
year.
I'm saying. That is, she pays every month.
But then there was a down payment, which I think that occurred while they were signing the lease
There's usually
agreement.
there's usually a down payment. You know, even when you pay monthly, you pay all the deposits, you make all the, all the other things that we pay here beforehand. They do that as well before you start paying monthly. Some places they pay weekly, some places they pay monthly, some places they pay fortnightly.
For him to come out to sue her, then there must be something in the agreement that says, or I mean, maybe she already indicated interest for a year, and then she left. She moved out, basically.
That's the thing.
So if she was going to move out earlier, maybe she was supposed to send him a message.
Exactly, notify him in one way.
To let him know
because
that,
you could have put out the place.
Yeah, your property is
or she could have put it out and then, just made the, how...
No, you can't. She can't sublet. She can't sublet.
Okay.
You understand? But what she could have done is, if she knew she was going to leave by November, She was supposed to let the guy, okay, I don't want this property anymore. Then maybe they will have an agreement.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're leaving it like that and you're not paying me, that landlord could have given that house out to you since
That's
November.
what I'm saying. That she could
and
have
make his
even
money
given
back.
out the place herself and discuss it with
No,
the landlord,
but
not
that would have been
subletting.
an issue. That's
no,
subletting.
No, it's not subletting because she's not even still living in the property, so she's not subletting. If like she still lives in the
She's not
property,
the owner of the house, and she didn't pay for a full year,
I'm saying,
so
but
she
you know,
can't do that.
I'm saying that it's all agreements at the end of the day. If she had notified, like she was supposed to do, if she notifies the landlord, you know, then they could have come to some kind of arrangement if she knows that she can't continue paying the money and she knows she wants to leave.
If I
You're actually
rent a
saying the same
house-
thing he's
if
saying
I rent
right
a
now.
house and I'm not living in it, and then I give it out to somebody,
You can't give it
without
out
the
without his
landlord's
cause. That's what I'm
awareness.
telling you that she should have.
He's
if she could
back on
have,
our table.
yes.
Yeah, so is this
He's
sublet?
back on our table.
Yes.
That's
Sorry? No,
subletting.
that's not subletting. It's when you are like living in the house. For example, if you are like in a 2-bedroom house and then you rent out one of the rooms, that's subletting. Or when you're in a 3-bedroom house and you rent out the other 2 rooms, you're
Okay.
subletting.
Okay.
Yes. So she had left the house, so she's not subletting in that instance.
So in that case, you would be renting it out.
Exactly,
Oh.
and then the landlord would have
Would have
been in the
been very
case.
upset.
Exactly, yeah. All right, Ife is taking 101 lessons, yes, and Elsie's just cracking up big time.
Goodness!
Should we move on, or you want some more lessons? Elsie,
Tokumbo. Wow. Let's move on.
yes. Okay, next up, Davido reveals Kiddominant is on Beyonce's album, and he sounds very excited.
Kiddominant. That's how I say the name. I mean, I don't know how
I was like, okay. What did I say, Elsie?
You said it.
Yes, how did I say it? Say it now.
No, I can't say that name without saying
Okay, you were saying I should have sang this.
Yes,
oh, okay,
that's the
all right.
reason I
Because I
heard
was
it.
like, I didn't say it wrong now. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
but this is a good thing for
Yeah.
him. I mean, there's no need to say if it's true or not. We have a screenshot showing clearly unreleased. And then we have how many producers on this? I think about 5. And then the number of people writing the song. But yeah, I mean, I hope to see a very good track. I mean, it's Beyonce. What do you expect? She'll
Exactly.
deliver
She'll
it
be
well,
top
right?
notch, yeah.
But this is a good one for him, and congratulations to him.
Absolutely. Ife?
Yeah, I'm excited about her album actually because it's also streaming on Netflix, and she announced the release date.
It's going to be tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
What's the name of the
same
album?
day it started.
It's like Homecoming.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
yeah, and there's a documentary to that.
As
too that is
well.
Oh,
showing on
okay, because I feel
Netflix.
like it's a documentary that is showing
Tomorrow.
on Netflix, and
Yes,
then the
and
music
that
is
is when
different.
the album
yeah.
is dropping
As well.
Okay.
So
I
it's
mean,
a double whammy.
I'm ready to watch.
No. Yeah.
Exactly. There'll be a lot of expectation now, you know, especially from fans of, you know, the producer, from fans of...
I mean, I think Beyonce's fans have gotten to that point where they don't expect
Anything less,
disappointment.
exactly.
Like, just allow her entertain you because she
I
knows
think
she's going to do
Beyonce has gotten to the
it.
point
So
where
we
she
don't
would
even
not
have
give you less.
expectation, right?
Exactly.
We just like, we want to see Beyonce because
Beyonce-
Beyonce is a standard on her
Have
own.
you
How did the
seen-
husband rap it in that song? Like, my wife is Beyonce. Like, it's not like trying to say, oh, my wife is a queen or something. There is Beyonce and then there is a queen. So that's like a standard right now.
Okay. And Elsie, you're feeling that standard?
I love that standard.
I know, I can tell.
Like I was saying that Beyonce has gotten to a level where she cannot give less
Exactly.
anymore, which is the reason why.
This is someone that has had like 60 nominations, you know, in terms of awards, and has won like, she has broken records in terms of what people have done in terms of music. So her standard, she's on a large profile.
If you guys don't let me finish my
Oh,
statement,
okay, all right.
I
Yeah,
will
I'm
just
remembering.
stop.
I brag
Fair.
differently. My wife is Beyonce. Go ahead, finish your statement.
I'm done.
You had nothing to say, Ife.
Prove her wrong, Ife.
Let's go on.
Okay, then I'm supporting what else he's saying. Okay, maybe you didn't have anything to say. Okay.
If it was
all right.
Jay-Z, he would say a lot. You know, he's a hip-hop head
Yeah,
and
true,
all that. But
true.
it's Beyonce.
Yeah, it's Beyonce.
He's respecting Jigga's wife, yeah.
Okay.
To the viewers, I was saying that, which is the reason you would see a lot of people working on Beyonce. I'm not talking to you guys. Stop looking at me.
Okay.
Why Beyonce has a lot of people working, written. Now, it's not a crime to have people write your song. For those of you that still think, oh, you can't have
For
people
those of you
write.
bashing Davido.
Can I finish?
Sorry,
Elsie,
continue.
don't interrupt him. Let
No,
him
I'm
finish.
just
done.
backing him up now.
He doesn't need any backup, do you? Oops.
They are
Are you
listening.
ad-libbing
They are-
for me?
All right, guys.
It's a
You know
choir.
what? Let's move on. We're taking a quick break right now. When we return, it'll be time for a couple. Well, we'll have more entertainment stories after this break.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect them.
If you no talk, then go beat you.
Now 2,500 they pay.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Plus TV's Tea Time, where we bring you the latest entertainment stories. Our next story is on Nigerians who react as a girl who attended one of the most expensive schools in Nigeria ends up as a prostitute and a drug addict. And this has been making the rounds on
the most
expensive schools, yeah. It's been making the rounds on social media and, on the blogs as well. So, and there's been lots of interesting reactions. Some people are blaming her, some people are blaming the parents, some people are blaming the society. So
some people are blaming wealth.
Exactly.
When it's poverty, you blame poverty. When you're rich, it's just a case of kete kete. Do you know the kete kete story?
You understand Yoruba now? You understand Yoruba, really?
No, it's a proverb actually.
Understand it?
I'm a wise old man.
Wow.
So.
Okay.
You cannot satisfy anybody. Now, we try to blame a lot of things on poverty, and then when people are rich again, to the point that I heard someone say, now I'm so scared of getting rich after watching this video, and I'm like,
please, can I tell you a letter to send the money you're supposed to have to me?
And I'm like, so we blame everything on one thing or the other, like, yes, this girl attended two of the most expensive, and because of that, people concluded that, okay, she's from a well-off family or at least average family. I went to one of those schools, to the secondary school of one of the, obviously not the secondary, because that's an all-girls school, so obviously not that one. So I went to the other one, and yeah, it's true though that a lot of people that are privileged tend to get into these things faster. Like I gave you guys an example when we're talking about Babcock University, because in Babcock you get suspended if you smell of alcohol, if you smell of cigarettes, if you smell of things. So people tend to start taking drugs that don't smell. You get, such as the codeine, the rest of them that don't smell. So it's possible that, yeah, when you're privileged, yes, you tend to do things extraordinarily, because these drugs are not cheap either. They're not the regular everyday cheap drug.
It's heroin, isn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah, it's quite expensive. Exactly. Yeah, it's quite expensive. Even abroad. How would we know?
Exactly. Elsie, that was a trick question. If I should know. She knew what she was doing when she was asking.
Okay. So,
Elsie, let me give you the price.
Okay, I think.
No, she's about to tell us the price.
Yes.
We need to give kudos to Pastor Tony Rapo
for
what he's doing. I mean, this is not the first case. We've had a case of a boy. He also picked up, and after
so many, not trust me.
So I mean, the ones that we've seen that has really trended on social media. So this is not the first time he's doing it, and God bless you. Yeah, and for people that are talking about the school that the girl went to, trying to find out or trying to say she's from a wealthy home. Yeah, probably she's from a wealthy home. Over the weekend, I saw a stage play called High, and this stage play was basically written to shed more light on the ills, especially drug abuse and how it happens. And looking at it from that angle, I mean, it's not just fiction. There are things we've probably seen around us. they're looking at it from the angle of the parents. What did they do to help this girl? Is it a case of you will not bring disgrace to my name? You are not going to be the shame that would make people hear or know that my child is a drug addict.
Trust me, our parents may not even have a clue.
No, I mean, that's an angle, but I'm trying to make you understand that this is something we've experienced.
No, I mean before she got this bad.
No, I mean, that's what we're saying. She's got. I'm not blaming them for her taking drug or for making funds available to her. I mean, if you have a child and you have the money, you want your child to be comfortable. So if your child makes the decision to do something extremely bad with the finance, it is not your fault in any way, right? All I'm saying is when she got to the point, you know, she became a drug addict and she went into the street, except they've taken her as a case of a missing person. Most times when what we see in this part of the world is a parent who doesn't want to be stained. I don't want the church to know that my child is doing this. I don't want somebody in the village to know that my child is doing this. I have a reputation to hold, and that cannot help anybody. I'm not saying this is the case for them. I'm not saying that's how it happens. But I'm saying if you're out there, you know, so if you're one of those parents that would rather push your child away, even the God we serve, the God you claim to serve, and saying, oh, my pastor must not know that you do this. I mean, the same pastors will tell you when you sin, don't run from God, run to him. So you cannot push your child away because your child has done some mistake. Just find a way to help. It is not about what the next family is going to think about your family, or because they will say, that man that carries big Bible, the child did this. That's not the point. Imagine, just take that child and look at that child and say, okay, what if this is not my child and I want to treat this person as a charity case? Then treat this person, take care of this person, forget about the societal standard, and help. Because you see this drug issue, it is a serious case right now. Like, so many youths, in fact, teenagers are engaged in this. And like you said, these drugs don't come cheap.
Okay, all right, Elsie, thank you very much. That was the lengthy piece. You've gotten out all our chairs.
Yeah, so let's just
have a quick word before we round up. If they're just in one line. Oops.
I lost my chin. I also spoke too much.
Chatterbox,
really.
Yes, I didn't mention that for nothing.
Yeah, true that.
All right, that's all we've got time for on this episode of Tea Time. Join us tomorrow for the usual dose of entertainment goodness. Yes, my thank yous go to my co-anchors Ife and Elsie, the entire production team. And until next time, I remain Tokumbo Taiwo saying good evening.